AI adoption is still limited to a small section of the organizations, and we're not seeing a wide-scale explosion of AI adoptions like we should, and it's creating a new form of inequality. Good news is this can be addressed quickly with addressing a behavioral factor. Many decision makers at the organizations, especially in emerging markets, tend to shy away from undertaking AI projects, considering these as highly special and feeling they're inadequately prepared. And I will share 3 things, hoping that this would encourage them to see AI as everyday specials. But first, I'd like to begin by reminding everyone that the key to successful projects is always the capability to asking the right questions, regardless of how complex the technologies are. A quick 3 examples. This team in Bangladesh, they achieved 288% productivity with AI in serving close to 700,000 outlets with less than 1,400 field force. AI took them there, but the crucial thing was asking the right questions. For example, can AI tell us which outlets we should not go today? This team was also very keen on ensuring that the job distributions to their hardworking and very low-wage earner field force was equitable. And after taking AI, many of the hardworking field force's salaries actually doubled. Yes, AI is going to replace many of the existing jobs, but AI is also, it can make many jobs more fair and rewarding. And the last example, again, a global organization, they wanted to reduce the excessive amount of resources they invest in converting consumers. With AI, the results was they're now able to convert more than 10% consumers, target consumers, with less than half the amount they used to spend to convert just 1%. Again, in all these examples, the AI engineers were there, but we would actually credit more to the research teams and the functional teams for consistently guiding the AI engineers. The next point I would like to request for them to know and consider is partnering for long-term capabilities. What we see is organizations often go to tech teams and ask for their portfolio of AI products from which they will pick. Fact is, AI is in its very early stage. It's highly unlikely that there would be many matured products in any of the industries. So taking a small set of data, what we see is only 5% of existing AI models in production have been built with taking pre-existing models as is. And this is really not new. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, when Microsoft and other early software development teams started, we didn't have tens or hundreds of ERPs or sales software or HR software. So our request is, your chances of finding the right capable team is higher than finding a right product list. Also, apart from the availability, there are other important aspects. For example, we see from the same data set that over a period of 2 years, single task complex models monthly running cost could come down from $6,000 to $2,500. So just in this section with this example, you can see 2 solutions of the same purpose. This is identity document verification or processing solutions. 2 products. The second one, which was built more specifically with this purpose, is 10% more accurate while being 93% more efficient. And the last section is people often think it takes long or they need a long, deep budget to have an AI, which is really not the case. Taking the same small set, we can largely group AI projects in 4 categories, and we can see it takes 1 to 3 quarters and only about $10,000 to $25,000 to have an AI production end to end. And also, we've seen that these successful companies who have implemented AI in their high-value problems gain $32 within the first 6 months for every dollar spent in AI. The whole pitch is actually a request to the corporate managers to see AI not as something special for which they will need long-term preparations, but it's something they can really start delving right now to solve their high-value problems. Thank you so much.